So today is a workshop day for old age, and on your modules, you have an old age practice and crepe hair straightening. So you have two things that you can look at here. Here's the practice, which gives you some videos. Have you guys looked at any of these yet?
Yes.
Okay, and Miranda, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you look at this wrinkle one?
Mm-hmm.
This one's quite important that I'd like you to think about this. And then this one is a little bit longer, but it's a good step-by-step. Did you happen to see that one?
Yeah, I watched that one.
Okay. And then here's some other ones. So this one talks about how to straighten the crepe hair. So that's something else we want to prepare today. Okay. So do you have your crepe hair out, or did you already do it?
I still need to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to this section then so that you can see it. Process is to wet it. And oh, this is the Pam video, but we're going to go to the I think I look great. I want to think about what kind of head covering you're going to do. You know what I should do? So I got a video this weekend that showed my mom, and she's 92. And when you see this, I should show you the video of her but she has absolutely white hair, but it is not surprising. And you can see, especially it's done on the right side, more or less. There's a difference between here and here.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's just go to, yeah, you want to move away and take a look. All right, here's where it starts. We'll just take a look at this portion. Okay, very good. Who else would like a visit? I'm going to stop recording for a second. Okay, so the crepe hair straightening process is to wet it. And if you don't want it to dry naturally, then you can dry it by drying it between paper towels until you get no more moisture off of the hair. It's best to work with 10 minutes, so I'm going to go to the other room because that's what's going to give you the most natural effect. And then it depends on, I'm not going to give you the beard technique. I'm going to give that idea of what's going to happen from other people's faces. So just one picture may or may not be what your face is going to look like. Does that make sense? So yeah, at least two pictures so that you can see, oh, maybe that skin texture is good, but those wrinkles are better somehow. Okay. And that can give you a place that you can draw on your face. All right. Yeah. Okay. Excellent, Christine. I'm glad you have your picture so that you can show it and you can upload it into your site, so that we have all of our elements. I'm going to try and put the actual rubric into the rubric part of the assignment so that you can just fill it in right there. Okay?
Okay, do you want to see?
So this is an interesting part of the makeup where see the highlighted area around, here's the orbital fossa right here. So when you get older, that has, the skin falls away from the bone, and that needs to be sunken in even more. And then the lack of eyeliner can weaken the eye, and using your red pencil under or above can weaken the eye. The highlight on the cheekbone, the shadowing, the nasolabial fold, this is what we're going to practice from nose to mouth. The eye bag, this is very broad, but you can see how on this side of the face and the wrinkles, you want to make sure that you don't get muddy up here and that you keep them separate, because this is significant aging for me.
A picture of my grandma. I can't go get it.
We can, what?
I think it's on a video. Someone is.
Right. Put it on your desktop or wherever you need. What's that, Anastasia?
I think it's somebody is in a video is talking.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So this, we will have a crepe hair moment, but the essential part is
you just get your crepe hair.
So we have the complete effect.
Wait a minute, where is it? Okay. So there's the ironing here. There we go.
Well,
So there will be a couple of other people talking, but you can just, this will show you, you cut, your hair is already cut. You'll pull the strings out. You dampen it by putting it, you can put it under running water and then squeeze it out. And then you can let it kind of dry that way and it will relax, or you can iron it between paper towels. And then we'll work on a blending process.
else would like a visit?
Okay, then we'll see this. And let me go to the other room.
I'm gonna stop recording for a second. Okay, so the crepe hair straightening process is to wet it, and then you can use paper towels.
So the things that we want to focus on would be this idea of sinking the eye. There's the darkest line at the edge of the eye bag here, which tapers to nothingness. There is then the medium shadow with highlight, and then the weakening of the eye with the red. There is the nasolabial fold that has the medium shadow with the darkest line closest to the highlight here. And then that medium shadow goes out until then we have a highlight on the outside of the mouth. And if we want to talk about the wrinkles above, you have a medium line, you have a highlight and a dark. Okay, so she looks a little bit like a Picasso painting. So let's work on that, and I will pin you guys individually so that we can see what you're doing.
Unfortunately, I cannot do that today
Yes.
because I'm gonna see doctor tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm feeling much
understand.
better, but still I am on medication.
Yeah, I can see it. And also you don't want to irritate it. So you could, and you can even wait on Wednesday.
Mhm.
I
Well,
think you
I'll
might have
ask
to.
her. Yeah,
I think you might have to.
I can work on this.
Yep, work on your worksheet so that you get it together.
Okay.
So Miranda, but shall we, let me screen share the animal that she did on her husband.
Yeah.
Okay, because it looks really great. And so it's, I will get it right here. And then I'm going to work on your grades for Wednesday. So I want you to upload. And then Sydney, has anyone ever talked to Sydney? She sort of left after the first week and then I never saw her again.
Yeah, I haven't talked to her or heard from her.
Does anybody know her?
I don't know her.
Yeah. Okay. We'll screen share this so you can see it. So you'll have the reveal of, wait, let's see.
Whoa.
Isn't that great?
Oh, yeah, that's great. That looks so good.
Thank you.
So nice. The great thing, you know, there's again, what we talked about in the cats video, which was really effective, is brightening this whole area so that there's bright contrasted to darker. And then the hair effect is actually much more minimal than you think. Because here you see and did you put the white on last?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's always a really good idea because we get a few hairs here, here, and then moving it here so that it's getting denser towards his own hair. Effective work with the eyebrows and drawing his hair from his brows out and his eyes out to create the eye shape. So see, you don't have to mirror the eye shape. The eye shape comes clear up here and then down. so that we get that very feline effect. And then after you do the mid-tone, the yellow tone, which gives us your mid-tone here, and then your darker, that's probably your character shadow right there, CS3, and then your white to create that three-dimensionality. And it works because look at the eyebrow, how you really see just the hairs, you know,
Yeah.
occasionally you don't really see them. And then how few, and then look at the hair here, right? Because the whole muzzle is that color, but there's not, you're not focusing on that.
My picture was this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that looks so good.
And you should, you're going to upload that picture, right? Yeah.
I will.
And your worksheet. And then here's his natural human. So see, really, it's really great. So what I would do is I would open it in another screen and I would see them side by side.
Mhm.
So, and Anastasia said that he felt it was easier doing it on him because than it was doing it on herself.
Right.
Because you don't have to be personally involved, so that is easier.
Yeah.
So that's a really good point. So we have about an hour left to work on your worksheet, and then what I'd like to do is actually, let's do this. We're going to go to the assignment page because I want you to get your worksheets in really good order. So the assignment page has some models, and you will be working on finding your research. And you want to, if you can, find untouched. So here's for your assignment and your executed makeup, 75 to 100 years old. So this guy is, you know, you have a great look here. Look at, oh, I hate it when it does that. Where are you? You're not going to be there. We go. So you can see is great three-dimensional round puffy. You see that dark shadow, the highlight there, medium shadow on the top, dark shadow highlight, and then with this nasolabial fold underneath the lips, you get a really great deep crevice on the forehead. And then our Prince Philip and the Queen. Now she, of course, is well preserved, but she is in her 90s. So she has excellent nasolabials to follow. And then this chin with the neck attached, you know, and she has a round face old age, which is, and actually, you know, Miranda, this might be an easier kind of old age to follow than for somebody like me who has more bony. Because see her cheeks, you don't want to have to fight against that. This is like one highlight from here to here. And then a very broad highlight here, a shadow under, and then a broad nose. And look at how the nose is rounded at the end here, and then highlight on the nostrils. The very deepest, this is your misty violet right here, very, very thin line. And then a very small amount of CS3 shadow, and then going into this, you can see it goes through the natural foundation and then into the highlight.
Okay.
A bit of shadow here, but again, even here, falling away from the bone, she is well made up. But you can't deny the eye bag or a major eye crease or a wrinkle. You have to decide which wrinkle you're going to do. You can't do all of them, or it just gets to be a web of wrinkles. So you're going to choose carefully, you know, maybe this one and maybe these two, and then you give her a good, nice shadow here. The weakening here, this is, you can't underplay this enough for really young people like you to be plus this 50, 70. You have to weaken your eyes because your eyes are always going to be the most youthful. And then, of course, she has white brows that have been painted with this very subtle taupe, so it doesn't look phony at all. She looks pretty natural. And then she has these two kind of big vertical ones. This is an important one. And then just these three on the forehead. Now, whereas his face, look at his weathered. He has been an outdoorsman. The skin texture has suffered drastically. Although this is a face that Tyler could do by pulling his hair back, and he has the bony structure that he could do. The eyes around the, almost a starburst around the eyes here, all the way around for wrinkles. But again, you have to select. But again, look at the white, the redness, the deep sunken, falling away from the bone. You can actually touch his bone on the outside. See it all the way around right here. And there's a highlight there, and the skin falls away from that bone very quickly. And then this is where I think the crepe hair, you could put a couple of pieces on and give this kind of wild eyebrow effect. But this skin texture and stippling with the black sponge is going to be something very important. And the skin tone, this is probably the medium skin tone, but then he has these age spots. Put a couple, not a lot, and then stipple to create bigger pores and aged skin. The elongated nose, see how the nose comes all the way down, is a little bump, and then goes all the way over the tip. Very, very narrow lips. And again, his chin's actually in a little bit better shape. And then I think this might be them. This is a good thing to look at because we can see the queen in youth. See her face, how much it's a little like yours right here, Miranda?
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Her nice brows. And then this is, she's younger, and then now she's older. So this is probably maybe 70 and then 90. So you can see the gravity is pulling her face down. She may be a little heavier, but it feels like the nose is growing and broadening from here. So it's one thing you want to think about. Here's her nasolabial, and it's really exaggerated there. So it's just, you can find things in public domain. You want to get your research. Oh my goodness, that's a big mistake. Let me edit that. That says middle-aged. Here we go. So you want to get your research, 2 or more showing very old age looks that feature your kind of face. But you can say the wrinkles of this, the skin texture of this one. I'm going to do old aged creature. And let me just save that so that I don't screw it up. Okay. And now I will unrestrict those entries so that you can have them any old way. Here's our rubric. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Here, it should go this way. So again, you want to have your references, especially helpful, large size. So at least 2, so you can really tell for 2 points. Your character analysis fully supports. So just like when we talked about Prince Philip, his outdoor abuse of his face, he may have been a smoker. That would not surprise me, to give so many, such parched skin, where she is like overly plumped in a way. Your notes and your sketch. And again, we're going for a realistic sketch. And then your overall effect would be the strong old age character. It's appropriate to the assignment. Eyes are sunken, Skull is modeled, so we see the skull under there. Nasolabial folds are perfect. Jowl here is believable. And previous growth of skills. So that's on your work on your site. And then we have record your makeup. So we'll be working all day on Wednesday on this. You'll fill in your, if you've changed your product information or you've added something, make sure you correct your worksheets as you're working on it. Okay. And then take a digital picture of what you did. The goals are to create the best old age character. And there's your criteria. Let's see what the other students did. Colby is in this class, if you know him. Here he is. Well, look who has joined us. Would you please introduce yourself?
My name is Sugar Daddy Noakes.
Nice job. And so, you know, it's an interesting look. He's done a good job with the hair here, particularly. Here, he's probably touched the skin a bit, but the forehead wrinkles are not bad. Now we'll go to the next person. She looks like a painting. And has that dried out your skin, do you think, by the time you're 80?
Yes.
And everything that we do shows on our skin, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right. Thank you for coming to visit us today. Sarah Yee. Okay, so how old are you?
I am 90.
So she probably went a little overboard with the age spots, but she did work with her own hair. And here's our friend Ida. Wait, here, okay. Whoops. I get plain there. Let's see, you're a housewife from when?
I'm a Russian babushka.
But you know,
the plaid is a nice touch because
there's a lot of success here. And you guys know this person, Ida? You do, Miranda.
Yeah.
And you don't. I'll grab a picture of her so you can see her, so you see what she really looks like, Anastasia. Because it does have an aging effect. So she's got the great eye bags and the nose, you know, it softens your nice square shoulder.
How old is she?
Generous on your body. What?
I just want to tell that I have no idea how old is she in real.
Yeah, she's in your class. I mean, she's in the other part of your class, Ida. And then with your hair and your face. So she did a great job. This girl also was quite good. Excellent. Very much helped by the texture of the sweater over the shoulders. I think that gives an age effect. And your plaid head wrap. What do you think? Let me unmute you. So see, this is the deepest wrinkle and then highlight. This is a little too much highlight altogether right there on that particular part, but it's fine. Really good sinking in of the eye socket and then around the eye bag. But
Yeah.
you, Holy, who else? She might be the last one. Don't forget your selfie. So I will show you one thing from these folks on the class, which would be kind of fun.